The Secret Notes, Episode 2. The morning came too quickly, but Eli barely slept anyway. His alarm went off at 6:30, though he had already been staring at the ceiling for hours, replaying the anonymous message in his head. I know what Jordan did. He's not the only one reading your notes. You don't deserve this. Meet me tomorrow. You'll know who I am. He read it again and again, trying to find clues in the words, hints of a familiar voice. Part of him wanted to ignore it, delete it, pretend it didn't exist. But another part, a part stronger than fear, wanted answers. When he arrived at school, the hallways felt colder, louder, sharper. Whispers hadn't stopped. Every locker slam echoed like laughter. Every look in his direction carried weight. But one thought carried him through the day: at least someone saw what Jordan had done. At least one person believed he didn't deserve it. By lunchtime, Eli's anxiety was unbearable. He scanned the cafeteria for anyone watching him too closely, anyone who might be behind the message. But everyone looked the same, either laughing in groups or pretending not to notice him at all. He couldn't eat. The tray of food sat untouched in front of him. His friend Marcus slid into the seat across from him, his voice low. People are cruel, Eli. Don't give them what they want. Eli tried to smile, but it came out broken. Feels like that's already happened. Marcus sighed, and for a moment Eli thought he'd stay. But just like everyone else lately, Marcus got up and walked away, leaving Eli at the table, alone again. By 3 p.m. the final bell rang. His stomach twisted as he walked toward the place where the message had instructed him. Behind the old library, a quiet corner of the campus where hardly anyone went. His pulse quickened. Each step felt heavier than the last. What if it was another setup? What if Jordan was waiting with his friends, ready to record another cruel joke? But when he turned the corner, he froze. Standing there was Maya, a girl from his literature class. She wasn't part of Jordan's crowd. She wasn't one of the loud, cruel voices. Maya was quiet, always tucked into the back row with her books, her sketches, her notebooks filled with words she never read aloud. She held something in her hand, one of Eli's notebook pages. I think this belongs to you, she said softly. Eli's chest tightened. His throat went dry. He reached out slowly, taking the page from her fingers. It was a poem he had written weeks ago, one he thought he had lost. Maya smiled faintly. I've been reading your words for a while. You dropped a page one day in class. I didn't mean to pry, but I couldn't stop myself. They were beautiful. And when I saw what Jordan did, I couldn't stay quiet anymore. Eli stared at her, stunned. You like them? You didn't laugh? Laugh? She shook her head. No. I saved them. I kept them. Because someone needed to. For the first time in days, something in Eli shifted. Relief, maybe. Or hope, fragile but real. But before he could speak again, Maya's expression darkened. You need to be careful, Eli, she whispered. Jordan isn't finished with you. What he did online was just the beginning. He's planning something worse. The words hit harder than Eli expected. Worse? What do you mean? Maya hesitated, as though she wasn't sure how much to reveal. I overheard him. In the locker room. He and his friends are planning to humiliate you, at the pep rally tomorrow night. Eli's stomach dropped. Tomorrow was Ridgeway's biggest event of the semester, the rally where the entire school gathered. Why are you telling me this? Eli asked, his voice shaking. Maya met his eyes, her voice steady. Because you don't deserve to be destroyed. And because I don't want you to go through this alone anymore. The silence stretched between them, heavy with everything unsaid. For the first time, Eli felt someone wasn't laughing at him, wasn't pitying him, just standing with him. But still, the fear was there, coiling tighter in his chest. If Jordan really was planning something worse, how much more could Eli endure? When he got home that night, he couldn't eat. Couldn't even look at his notebook without trembling. The betrayal still burned, but now there was a new shadow. The rally, the trap, the possibility of being humiliated in front of the entire school. At 11:04 p.m., another message came through from the same anonymous account. Tomorrow is your chance. Trust me. Meet me outside the gym before the rally. Don't go in until I say. Eli sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the words. His heartbeat thundered in his ears. He didn't know if Maya's warning and the message were connected, or if he was about to step into something even darker. Either way, tomorrow would decide everything. If you are yet to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out from the remaining episodes.